Hi everybody, it's Dara, and I'm making dinner. And while this isn't exactly a Thanksgiving recipe, this is a good dinner recipe for any other night, and it's a really good thing to know how to make. And if you remember yesterday or the day before, I made rumaki, and I used eggplant and I sliced it really thin. So I had another eggplant, and I thought I would take this sliced eggplant and just marinate it in a little bit of olive oil and a little bit of apple cider vinegar to break it down and to make it soft. For those of you who are worried about eating the skin of eggplant, I heard somebody was, just peel it, and by all means use zucchini if eggplant is not appealing to you. But eggplants are available now, and they look so fresh and beautiful at the farmer's market, I couldn't resist. So I thought, well, I didn't know what I was going to do with these, but what a nice thing to do and use this as a noodle. And I have some macadamia nuts, so I thought I'd go ahead and make a macadamia nut kind of ricotta, and I can layer the macadamia nut ricotta in between the eggplant or in between slices of zucchini if you prefer, and then do a little bit of a tomato. I have 4 little tomatoes, teeny tomatoes, and red pepper. So I can blend these two together to have a sauce for our little layered, kind of like a lasagna. It would be very nice to have some chopped spinach. I could put some leafy greens. I have some salad, and Gage is here. You're doing that, yes? And you're watching that, and you have the strainer. You can get the strainer. We have all kinds of things going on in the kitchen. We had all kinds of things going on in the studio. It's finally so cleaned up. It's transforming. Gage and I were, for those of you who don't know who Gage is, he can pop in a second and say hi. He is my assistant on so many matters, but if I were needed to cater a 20-person dinner, Gage is the first person I would call. When I need to do something important around the home, he's the first person that I call. He's extremely, extremely capable young man. So Gage will pop in and say hi and say, he'll have him to walk by maybe, if we're lucky. So what I'm doing is, I'm taking some water and some macadamia nuts, and what I do is I put the macadamia nuts in first, because if you add too much water and you use all your macadamia nuts, there's nothing you can do. You can always add more water. That's good, right? And what do you need? Anything? No? Okay. You gonna say hi? Maybe? Okay. So anyway, so I'm gonna put the macadamia nuts in. That's a lot, but you know what, I'm just going to use it. And it's kind of nice, if you don't sweeten it or make it savory, to keep a macadamia nut cream in the refrigerator for a couple of days. You could use a little scoop of it for your hot tonics and blend it in. It makes things creamy, a little dollop of it on a soup. If you sweeten it, a little dollop of it on a dessert is really nice. So I'll add some water. It's not as creamy as using cashews, but cashews are questionable. I think they're questionable. I use them on occasion. I definitely once in a while, like once every 4 months, but when I can, I leave them out. Okay, so what I'm going to do, you'll see that it gets really thick, and I keep the edge of my hand on. You never want the spatula to hit the blade, but I gently coax the macadamia nut substance. So now I'm going to add lemon juice, because that'll give it a tartness. I'm going to add salt, a couple pinches of salt, some lemon juice, the garlic powder somewhere in there. I knew you were going to find it. He finds everything, even things that I lose. It's really quite amazing. Gage is one of the most amazing people, like, on the planet. No, you're not really not going to come in. For those of you who want to see who Gage is, you can look back in a past video. There's over 700 of them. Okay, so now we have lemon juice. We have our garlic powder. We could add, you know what I have? I have, in the refrigerator, I have chives. I bought garlic chives today. They're in their green bag. Those are really cool. Let me show them what these are. These are, I bought dill today, dandelion greens. Dandelion greens would be nice. What I don't do though, I just want to say, is I chop up the greens or I chop up the chives. I don't add it in here. I fold it into a bowl because I don't want to turn this mixture green. These are gorgeous. These are from Abraham at Coleman Family Farms. So I need a cutting board if you would. And so I will just blend this one more time, and then I'm going to fold in some chives, maybe even some dill, and that will go in the eggplant. And I'm going to show you, these are mice melons, mouse melons, mice melons. They're little Mexican cucumbers that look like, did you ever see these? Come on, come on.
No.
Come here, come in, say hi. This is Gage. So he's not very talkative on camera, but that's okay. He looks good. Do you ever see these?
I have not.
Okay, me neither. Let's try one because I've seen them. I've actually not tried them. They're supposedly a tart kind of cucumber.
They're good.
Mm-hmm.
I like cucumber with lemon.
Mm-hmm. That
like
could go
them.
in something. Me too. I like
They're
them.
good.
You're having to go. Okay, so now we have, oh, those are our mini mice melons. I told Herbie at the farmer's market, I was like, look, these are for, we're going to feed these to the mice. They're mouse melons. He's like, really? He's a little confused. Well, we'll serve him. We're going to call Herbie up for dinner. He doesn't know it yet. Maybe, Jada, you want to call Herbie and tell him I'm making dinner? You could take my phone. So now one more spin of the Vitamix. He doesn't text. You're gonna have to call him. So I'm folding. Sometimes it gets jammed at the bottom, and you just got to move it. But this is, you know, it's not going to be extremely smooth and creamy, but that's kind of good because it looks like a ricotta. And when I fold in other stuff, I'm going to fold in a little more salt. So I have like a bowl. We've got a lot of good stuff going on here. I'm very proud of us in this household. I want to talk about the use of discrimination in our lives, being discriminating in a good way, being discriminating about what we put into our mouths, be discriminating about what we are living with, what is surrounding us in our homes. Things speak to us. So trying to be as minimal as possible is such a great idea. And also being discriminating about the people we choose to spend time with, because all of it is like food and nourishment to ourselves, and being able to edit to be a I would say what a friend of mine said yesterday, a curator, a very discriminating curator of your own life. It's extremely inspiring to see that less can be more. So do you need me? Or you're good? No? Okay. Feel free to come in and, okay, so I made it a little more salty, which was what I wanted. And I'm going to chop up some chives. And the more we're discriminating, it's like it affects each area, affects every other area in our life. When we start to detoxify our bodies, then we start to look around our homes and we notice things, and we start to feel differently about certain people, and it just all goes together harmoniously. We don't really need to consciously say, I'm going to X, Y, Z, although perhaps we do need to consciously say, I'm going to be discriminating about what I'm putting in my mouth. I am going to be discriminating about what things I buy, purchase, live with, hang on to, and those things sometimes need a very strong kickstart. So I am strongly urging you to take a garbage bag and a box and think 27 items. Adds up to the number 9, very auspicious in China. Remove 27 items from your abode. Means you can give them away, throw them away, a combination of the two. Put them away. Oh, this is going to be really nice. Onion chives and a pepper tomato remoulade. Okay, so more. I want more chives, would be nice. And so the thing is that we gotta have a keen eye and a willingness to not only let go, but to receive new things, to receive the space that happens, the magic that happens when there is space for things to show up. We breathe better, we move easier, we feel lighter, we feel cleaner, we feel freer. Okay. Now, that's very beautiful. I'm going to show you. Okay. It's good. Macadamia nuts are a little sweet, which is why the lemon, I'm going to add a little more lemon helps, and the salt, and it's going to be a lovely filling. And I will show you one. Okay, so this is what it looks like. It's pretty. Like that. And I will layer in a white dish, like so. Put a little bit on. Spread it on. Then do another layer. Then put a little bit more on. Maybe I'll put some leafy greens. I didn't make my pepper tomato sauce, so I can do that right now. And I don't know why I don't need to chop it so much. Okay, so I'll just take the pepper. I'm using my mini food processor. It's stronger than you think. It's really quite amazing. It's under $30. I have it on my website, and it just chops everything up. It's wonderful. Pretty finely, I have to say. So, discrimination, editing, decluttering, letting go of. We just did it in the studio, and when I'm telling you, we have been doing this for a long time because it's changed roles in my life, that space, and I really got such joy out of making jewelry. But then I started noticing when I started doing the raw food prep and making videos, I was never really in my studio making jewelry, and it was all sitting there, just sitting and sitting. And it took me really 2 years to come to grips with the fact that I was not going down to make jewelry, that I would rather spend my time sharing this. So with Gage, we constantly just decluttered and tried to make it easier to let go. And there were years of, it wasn't just the jewelry. I've been a painter, so there were years of paints and paint brushes and all kinds of craft items. I used to do felting and beadwork, and so it was just lifetimes of different artistries. And one day Gage said to me, well, I don't know exactly, we were trying to figure out his exact words, but he's like, those are your past lives. Like, those are the things you used to do in the past. So, in essence, you're holding on to your past. And he said it in such a nice way, in such a kind, soft and gentle way of saying things, which is oh so important when you're helping somebody. But it just, it goes to show that sometimes we can't see what we're doing. We think, oh, well, I'll hold on to that because I might need to do this or I might need to do that. But being able to be in a space and breathe because there isn't so much of your old lives surrounding you is so refreshing. So what we did is I saved some of my paints, and they're in a little container. My jewelry equipment that I might need to design something in a little place. And everything has its place, and now it gets to be a new space. I have a teeny little space where I'm holding my things, and now Jada will get to use that space for and with her friends, and that's exciting. So always be prepared or be willing to stand up and, I guess, be current, you know, willing to be current across the board. So now I'm going to blend. I need a top. Oh, I got my top. We'll need a little bit of salt, and we'll need a little bit of oil in here. I think that I'll use flax. I like to switch it up. I don't always like to use olive oil. Flax has amazing omega-3 fatty acids, like incredible amounts. So it's really good for our skin and our hair and our brain. And there we go. Now to thicken it up, you could probably strain it. I'd say just strain it. It just gets some of the water out. Yeah, that's all. That's funny. Okay, I'm straining it. The water is dripping out, and that's beautiful tomato pepper juice that you can use for a soup. Don't throw it out. Or a juice. And it's very watery. Okay, so now I'm going to take a little bit, rest it on the edge. What do you think, Gage? Do I want to do another layer of the cheese and put this on top, or should I do maybe a layer of the cheese and then a layer of the sauce? What do you think?
I would go with that, and then if you
This?
do another layer, do the cheese on top.
Okay. Okay. I know you're going to come in and try it, right? Okay. It's interesting. I don't know that I had to put apple cider vinegar on these. I wasn't knowing what I was doing when I was making this dish. So it might be a little more tart than we like. It might be absolutely perfect. I am not sure. It can't be bad. There's nothing here that could be displeasing. Okay, this is pretty, don't you think? Okay, I'm going to cut it in half. We're going to each have some. Would you get another white bowl? I think that would be nice. Of course I could make another one, but I'm not going to make everybody wait right this second. Oh, yeah, I better use a sharp knife. Yeah. Okay. It's so nice and colorful. Let me give you... I didn't cut it all the way. Hold on. Okay. And a little spatula obviously would be nice, but yeah, thank you. There we go. Can you see it? I don't know. Okay. So thank you, Jada Rose, for filming for us, because we had some technical difficulties, but we never stop around here ever. We keep going, right?
Yeah.
Perseverance, discrimination, and look, go closer. So that's so far, right? And we're gonna take a bite. So, yeah. I'm gonna eat it with a spoon. Is it hard to cut? I'm thinking that zucchini is the easier way to go. Yes?
Mm-hmm.
But is it? Did you try it yet?
The skin's putting up a fight.
The skin is putting up a fight. So you know what we should do? Peel it next time. You want me to cut yours?
No.
Is it good?
It's good.
You don't want me to cut your food for you?
No, thank you. It's good though.
I want to. I think I need to. Here, take a bite of this one. Seriously, I need you to taste it with all the pieces together. He's being kind. Okay. I'm going to try it too.
It's good.
You like it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, is there anything you would do different?
Not necessarily, no.
Really?
It's good. Maybe a tad more salt. That's about it.
Oh, but you do. Oh. No, I'm kidding. Mmm.
It's good though.
Yeah, it's good. Come on. Okay, this is good. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Get your macadamia nut cheese on. Get your greens on. And we will see you really soon. Okay, so guys, dogs, everybody loved the eggplant, let's call it lasagna, and I have green salad, because that's always nice to get your greens on as well. So what I'm going to do is I told you not to throw away the juice from the red pepper and tomato, and I have the inside of the carafe still has some macadamia nut, and all I have to do is add them together, maybe a pinch of salt, and I can blend this for a dressing. I could add apple cider vinegar, orange juice, and a little piece of zucchini will give it body, and I'll be having a dressing just like that. Add some different flavoring, blend it up, and dress your salad. Throw on some pumpkin seeds, maybe some raisins, and then you have a... No, I would skip the raisins. Skip that because it's tomato. Tomato pepper. I think just some pumpkin seeds, and that will be lovely. So you can see what I'm going to do for the dressing. So I just wanted to say that. How is it, Herbie? Good?
Super.
Yeah? You like it?
You could.
Okay.
Let's go commercial and sell it across the country.
Yeah. Okay, he wants to go commercial and sell it across the country. So get your greens on, everybody, and I will see you really soon.